What's going on, guys? It is Patrick here, and today I'm bringing you another top 5, and in this episode we're going to be covering the top 5 worst zombies players to play with. So if you guys want to leave a like, help me out, that'd be great, but let's jump straight into today's video. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have what I like to call the no-micer. So zombies is a very teamwork orientated game, and with this teamwork you obviously need communication or things just aren't going to go well. And with the no-micer, that's where everything goes wrong, because this guy doesn't have a microphone. You can't talk to them. This is that guy who you're in a lobby with them and everyone else is ready to but him, and you're like, is he gonna be able to play? Is he gonna be AFK? He hops into the game, he's not there, and you're like, what? Like, is this guy not even gonna do anything? What's going on here? He goes down, you pick him back up, and all of a sudden he's back into the game. But you don't know because you can't talk to him. You need communication zombies. That's like the number one thing. Like, you need to be able to say, like, yeah, let's go, like, do the Easter egg, or let's open up this door, or hey, can you cover my back, or Brutus is here, or, you know, whatever, max ammo, whatever. And when that guy doesn't have a mic, it's making things really hard. Not to forget that it just makes it a little bit more boring, because it's nice to talk to people while you're playing zombies. When you don't have that, it just sucks. The no-micer isn't necessarily a bad player, but when you can't communicate with a person, that's just someone you definitely don't want to be playing with. Moving down to number 4 on our list of top 5 worst people to play with in zombies, we have what is basically the exact opposite of the no-micer. It is what I like to call the screamer. So we've all played with this kid before. He's got a $10 Bluetooth headpiece that's just the epitome of bad sound. It's picking up the game audio, it's got static fuzz, it's got every single sound. You can hear his mom screaming at him in the background. You can hardly even make out what he's saying. It's just the worst audio quality ever. And he's got that voice. You know that voice. We all know that voice. And he's just so awful. And he's just obnoxious and annoying. And he goes down. God forbid, he goes down with his ray gun, and this is what you hear: revive me, I have a ray gun! At that point, I don't even know how you've gotten to this point so far, but this is honestly just one of the worst people to play with ever. If you hear this person in the lobby, run, back out, block them. You do not want to have any communications with someone like this ever again. A no-micer's bad, yeah, because you can't talk to them, you can't communicate, but a screamer is 10 times worse, because not only does he make it an inconvenient experience, he just ruins the entire game for you. He ruins every aspect. You can't hear your other teammates, you can't hear your gameplay because his mic is so loud, and he goes down and he starts wailing at the top of his lungs that he's got a ray gun like he's freaking Jesus, when really he's probably like Skull and Bones or whatever. And I don't know. This kid just annoys the crap out of me. He annoys the crap out of everyone. And if you hear him in a lobby, you need to run for the hills, bro. Moving down to our number 3 spot, we have Mr. Quitter. Now, Mr. Quitter is also usually either a no-micer or the screamer, but sometimes he's not. Usually, though, it's one of those two. Now, what Mr. Quitter is the kind of guy, I'm just going to set up an example. So you're playing on Origins, and you're doing the Easter egg, and you're at that part where all those panzers come out of that hole and just kind of try to butt pump you a little bit. When you got the zombies, it's just hectic as hell. And Mr. Quitter's the kind of guy who the second he hears those panzer noises, he decides to just peace out on you and your crew and just leave you guys to die and quits the game. He's that kind of guy who just, if anything goes wrong for him, if he goes down and you can't get him up, he's out of there. If he's gone down too many times, he's out of there. If he doesn't get a good gun from the mystery box, he very well may be out of there. Mr. Quitter is a guy who's really hard to pinpoint whether he's going to be a Mr. Quitter or not, which sucks. But he is one of the worst people to play with. Don't be a quitter. Finish that game out. No matter if you're playing with the best, the worst players, you finish that game, bro. You finish that game. Moving down to the second spot on our list, we have my personal least favorite type of zombie player, and definitely one hated by the community, the selfish one. So this is that player that doesn't want to open up anything, who is playing a 4-player co-op game But basically, in their eyes, they're playing a solo game with 3 AI that are going to open everything up for them and lead them to a high round. The selfish one. Hey, man, you want to open this door? I opened the last one. Can you open this? No, bro. I got to get Jug, man. I got to get Jug. I know you just opened up the last one and the starting room one. But I need Jug. So you could get that, and then I could get Jug, and then you could open up the door to the power too, if that'd be cool. I know you only have a Springfield right now, but if you could open that up, that'd be great. That's the selfish one right there. That guy who just won't buy anything, won't help you out, won't walk to any go pick up a part or anything. Just a complete D-bag that does not have any time for you, and truthfully, you shouldn't have any time for him. Awful player. Don't play with that guy. And coming in at number 1 on our list of top 5 worst people to play with, I'm sure you were all guessing it, it's the noob. So what characterizes a noob? Well, obviously, lacking of experience in the game of zombies. The noob is someone who, to put it blatantly, will revive you when you shock yourself into afterlife thinking that you've gone down. The noob is someone who will get a war machine, seeing the name, and thinking, wow, this must be a great gun. The noob is someone who you honestly just question whether they've ever played zombies before. I don't really want to hate noobs because, I get it. You're new to the game, but nobody wants to play with a noob. Nobody wants to play with a noob. When you're that kid who just, you're on round 3 and you're already going down and you're making everyone else look good. Yeah, but at the end of the day, no one really wants to play with you. I'm trying not to hate on the noob so much, and he's honestly not my personal least favorite person to play with, but man, you gotta step your game up, bro. Anyways, guys, that is that for the top 5 worst zombies people to play with. If you could leave a like, that'd be great, and have a wonderful day.